As a result of my pacing up and down and talking to myself and scribbling things, we came up with this model. If we start with an experience in the first instance, then we've given them something to leverage the talk off. So this is the theory behind this model. Feel free to disagree, feel free to challenge, feel free to question. If it gets too much, I'll just leave and you can sort it out for yourselves. Anyway, let's have a look. We've got an experience to start with, then we talk, then we write, then we reflect. We come back to a new experience that would be informed by this reflection. So we have a new experience, we talk some more, we write, we reflect again. Again, we come back to a new experience, and so on and so on. The point of the spiralling outwards and upwards is to show the extension. Each experience could be the same. Each experience could be totally different. The point is, you leverage off the experience and you talk. Bishop and Glynn, also Lauritsen and Jaeger, assert that to tell one's story is to improve students' ability to articulate their own and others' experiences. Brunner also is another one who asserts that learning is an active process in which learners construct new ideas or concepts based on their past or present knowledge and their past or present experiences. So, you know, there's been a lot of work done around this. It's actually not new, but I think the point of difference that I would like to make is that talk between peers is valid. It doesn't have to be talk directed or generated by a tutor or a teacher. I do think that the talk bit is hugely underrated, underestimated and underutilised. Okay, so let's have a closer look at the stages of this, what we call the Awhio+Model. The first bit, and these names, the Māori terms here, are terms that have been given by Dr. Rapatawiri. So they will be tūhoi terms. You may have other terms that you would prefer to use. We're using these terms out of respect to him, to Rapata, who so kindly gave them to us. So whanonga, the experience. By focusing on personal experiences in the first instance that are relevant to the learner, you're nearly always guaranteed engagement. And for many of our foundation learners, that's the hard part, is to get their engagement in the first instance. The second part, and this is Brunner again, learners are led into the learning via the processes of talking, writing and reflecting. From the talk comes the writing. Logically sequenced steps that hopefully have been clarified during the talk time, and the writing is supported by the previous steps of the experience and the talk, and in turn supports the following reflection. So while it's a spiralling process, it's also an integrated process at the same time. To me, it's a really powerful process. This is another bit that is sometimes forgotten. Our students, especially foundation learners, can learn to reflect. It's not hard. What worked? What didn't work? What did I do really well? What can I sharpen up on? Coming back to the whanonga bit, we use that term to describe the experience, and in particular to give credence to the notion that there's a huge range of experiences that can trigger talk. We know that we as Māori, we come from a space of oral tradition. We're good at talking, or some of us are. Some of us are not so good, you know. I'll put myself in the not so good pile. But in general, if you have been onto a marae and listened to people speak, and then in particular the final speaker, some extremely good speakers, and they can tie everything up and summarise it all and just encapsulate the whole kaupapa of a hui very, very easily. So we're good at talking. We've had all sorts of experiences to talk about. And the tuhituhi part should be, if we're doing these two bits right, then we should be able to move seamlessly into this. And I know there's a whole range of strategies that we have to do to support this as well. But if we've got this right and this right, then the mechanics should be more easily embedded into the writing part.